The 473rd greatest album of all time is Daddy Yankee's Barrio Fino. This album was released on July 13th of 2004. It is released on, I think, 6. It's a Roman numeral, so either 6 or VI. Also in partnership with El Cartel Records. This album comes via Puerto Rico at over an hour long, 66 minutes and 24 seconds. There's a number of producers, but the executive producer is Daddy Yankee himself. Kyle, what did you think of Daddy Yankee?
Hey, it's Kyle. Just jumping in real quick to ask, do you approve this groove? Let us know in the comments. Give us a quick thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and join the conversation. I don't think I enjoyed a second of it. This was, I had said back with the Sparks album that there was a lot going on, but it wasn't overwhelming. There was a lot going on and it was interesting, but not overwhelming. This was a lot going on that just felt like a sonic assault on my ears, and I didn't like it. And production wise, it was boring. Everything was right down the middle. It made no use of the space of, the sonic space in your earphones. I've never done cocaine, but I feel like I need to do cocaine to get this, because I don't like, it's not just a meh, it's not my thing kind of thing. I will actively avoid listening to this in the future.
Sure. I mean, and there have been other Spanish language albums on this list that we've checked out. So I don't think that this is purely a language barrier.
No. And, yeah, I want to
And
be certain that that's not. Hopefully, I'm not conveying that's the case.
Right. Well, this album did not register with me, and there were certain aspects of it that I had visceral reactions to also. Notably, I think it's the first song, King Daddy. That, if you're a music fan, you know that the snare sound on Metallica's, I think it's Saint Anger, is like blasted, right? That has a worse snare sound than anything I've ever heard. Like, it just sounds like you're hitting like an empty aluminum keg with like a pool noodle. It was assaulting to the ears, and which brings me, to kind of bridge this together. This album is credited with kind of solidifying the genre of reggaeton, which is called a raw blend of hip hop and reggae from Puerto Rico. Like, this is one of the first albums, I guess, that commercially did well and kind of put it on the map. A lot of, pretty much any reggaeton I've ever heard has the same drum beat. It will vary in some instrumentation, but what makes the songs unique are the vocals over top of it. So that the instrumentation really is a vessel for the vocals, the lyrics, whatever it is. So that song stood out to me. King Daddy stood out to me in a negative way, because for many of these songs, the music fades to the background and you hear the vocals. It did not for that one for me. I mean, that snare was just like, ugh. And it comes in like twice every bar. So it's do bang, bang, oh God, bang, bang, oh God. Like, it was just a lot. Now, that being said, Gasolina is a banger. I mean, that song, I was thinking about that. I was reflecting on this today. I was driving my son to daycare this morning, so it was dark at like 6:40 in the morning. And I thought, I don't remember the first time I heard that song. It's as if that song has always existed. It is timeless and ageless. Now, I know that's not true, but like, Gasolina is like, I feel like everyone our age knows that song.
Mm-hmm.
We were in cold, dark, wet bars
Yep.
when that song was on, um, and questionable things might have happened. Um, but like when that song, I looked forward to that song as this album played, and that one didn't disappoint because I mean, come on, that is a worldwide banger. Um, yeah. What else did you think? Anything else?
No, no, I'm happy to leave this album behind.
I mean, this album, Gasolina, like I just mentioned, is listed on a number of best Latin songs of all time, best dancehall and reggaeton songs of all time. It's on a number of those lists. This album received a Latin Grammy Award for Best Urban Music Album at the 6th Annual Latin Grammy Awards. Um, I mean, so it won some awards within its genre and then had some crossover success also. Um, I mean, it's got a pretty good legacy when it comes to the path it blazed for other artists to come. But as far as we're concerned, I mean, it didn't blaze much of a path for me. Um,
No.
it charted at number one on some specific charts, as high as 35. I'm sorry, as 33 on the R&B hip hop album charts for Billboard, 16 for rap albums in Billboard, number one in Latin albums and tropical albums. Um, yeah, but it wasn't a huge crossover hit. But again, I'll challenge anyone. It did go. This album did go platinum in the U.S. So it sold over 1 million records. But I think if you asked people that don't have reggaeton or Latin music as part of their culture growing up or the music that they were exposed to growing up, they'd be hard pressed to name something other than Gasolina. But like I said, the flip side of that is I don't know many people that don't know that song.
Yeah.
So well done, Daddy Yankee. You made a name for yourself for sure. That was Barrio Fino from Daddy Yankee at 473.
Hey, thanks for watching. We'd love to know what you think of this album, so let us know in the comments. Do you approve this groove? And as always, a quick thumbs up helps a lot. Subscribe so you can see all 500 albums, and we'll see you on the next record.